Well, I've just enjoyed playing Everybody's Gone to the Rapture, listening to the conversations and hoping that a full explanation will be given at the end. After going through Stephen's bunker, you end up at the observatory to hear Kate's story, but there is no explanation as to what has caused the disappearances. So I've been thinking and wondering if anybody else out there has a theory. If you do, please leave the comments below. My theory is that it was an artificial intelligence, superintelligence, that broke free from the quarantine area, one of the problems Nick Bostrum explains in his book Superintelligence, and it's possibly the signal that Goode refers to as part of the he's one of the great whistleblowers from the secret space program, and he refers to it as the signal, and it's on one of the Gaia programs, series 2, episode 14, and here is his explanation of what the signal is. It's a bit scary, so here it is.
Through some sort of rip and come into our reality or our universe, it has literally wreaked havoc and conquered many galaxies. Galaxies.
All the planets, all the sentient life, everything in an entire galaxy conquered by this AI.
Yes, and it has a model in the way it works. It basically shoots itself in all directions as a signal. And this signal can live in the electromagnetic field of a moon or a planet.
And is it a torsion field signal? Is it an electromagnetic wave? Do we know what type of energy the signal is?
It's almost like DNA. Each individual piece of or wave of the signal contains an extremely compressed amount of information. And it has...
It's like digital packets.
Like digital packets that have all of the same information that all of the other little, I guess you could call them waves or signals do.
Does it propagate at light speed, or does it have a superluminal velocity?
It travels at light speed.
Okay. So it's going to take some time to spread around then.
Right.
You said it lives in the electromagnetic fields of a planet?
Not only that, but it can live in the electromagnetic or bioelectric fields of living beings, of humans, of animals. It doesn't prefer that. It prefers to live in high technology.
But at its core, it's information, and the information is fractal and holographic?
Yes. It infects technology, takes over the technology, and also evolved life like humans. It invades our bioelectric fields and begins to affect the way we think. The people that are pushing really hard for AI right now and to build out the infrastructure for AI have been named AI prophets.
Named by who?
Named by the secret space program, mainly. We call them AI prophets.
All right, let me just try to get my head around this. You're saying that this force exists as pure information, and it can live in your bioenergy field.
Yes.
Is it like a Borg or a hive mind where everything that it's inhabiting, that it has access to all that information at the same time?
Yes.
Really? Well, this is interesting because in the Law of One they talk about the Luciferian force. And they say the Luciferian force is like an energy that's all throughout the universe, which is a portion of the Creator that believes itself to be separate from the Creator and thinks that it can overtake the universe. This is sounding an awful lot like what you're saying.
going back to the smart glass pad, what had happened in case after case after case is that when a certain other solar systems in other galaxies far, far away, when they had gotten to a certain level of technological development, these AIs would begin to infiltrate not only the people but the technology. And
is it more comfortable in a machine than it would be in the electromagnetic field of a planet or a person?
yes, when it's in the electromagnetic field of a planet, it is just sitting there biding its time. When it's
It can't really do very much.
no. When it's in a person or another animal, it's basically it's like us. Would you rather have a horse to ride from where we are now to the West Coast, or would you rather hop in a plane?
Right.
So high technology is much more desired. We are considered very low tech. We're like horses. And they use us to create the infrastructure for them that they then go into and exist in. And
How do they use us? People might stumble on that.
well, they use us to, build technology, create technology,
So if the AI,
inspire us
right.
to create more technology.
So if